Hey, what's up, guys? How's it going? How's it hanging? How are you doing? Are you living your best life? It's fucking your best life, so you should be living it. You shouldn't be living anything less than your best life. And if you were truly living your best life, you'd be subscribed to Alan Woke, because that would make you a wokester. And being a wokester means you're living your best fucking life. And if you're not a wokester, then that means, well, you know that you have a mom-splitting xenomorph living in your house, and that's not a way to live your best life. No sir, no way, no siree. Man, I'm gonna keep it really simple in this introduction. This is another Woker joke video. This is my third one I think I'm doing. I want to do a lot more of these. And I said I was gonna do a Zack Snyder cut Justice League Woker joke video when it came out. I told myself I would do the video on Saturday. And what happened Saturday was I got really lazy, and then that laziness unfortunately carried through until Sunday, and then Monday, and then I worked on Tuesday. So as you can tell, I suffer from a rare YouTuber disease known as procrastinationitis, with a dash of laziness thrown in there. But here I am on the day that I normally record videos. Today. I just want to dive right into this fuck piece right now. Honestly, I just want to get in there like a fat kid on a fucking KFC bucket. Because my God, I am so excited. I'm so thrilled and so happy that this movie came out. I was a huge advocate for the release of this movie to see Snyder Cut's version of the Justice League. I'm a huge comic book fan. As you can see behind me, I have a sick ass painting painted by a good friend of mine. Chase, he is on Instagram. I'll put that in the link down below. Just check his shit out. He does sell his artwork, but he gave this one to me for free because he's my boy. And that's about it. That's all it takes to have a sick ass painting from Chase. Be his boy. You can't be his boy. I am. Well, let's fucking dive into the Woker joke news. But before we do, one more thing. I'm really sorry. I'm really bad about doing this. Go check out my gaming channel, Wasted Respawn, where I do gaming stuff with my team, my content team. I can't say stream team anymore because I don't stream. I'm the only one on the team that stream on Twitch. But I do post videos pretty regularly to the Wasted Respawn YouTube channel. We do a lot of gaming content. We're starting a Minecraft series as of today, later tonight. Please go check us out. We're pretty fun fucking bunch of people, if you ask me. Don't ask me, I'm pretty biased. Pretty fucking biased guy. Where's my mouse? So right off the back, I just want to get this out of the way. I'm going to do my best to keep this review strictly about the Snyder Cut and not compare it to Joss Whedon's flaccid 2.5-inch and under orgy known as 2017's Justice League. Because the comparison, to save you the time and research, can be broken down to simply saying one is good and one is very fucking bad. So as you know, I do all Woker joke reviews based off four things when it comes to a movie. Story, cinematography, characters, and climax. It's been a while since I've done one of these, if you can't tell. So yeah, let's fucking go into the story, my guys. The story takes place almost immediately following Batman vs. Superman, with Superman sacrificing himself to Doomsday to save the world. The movie is broken into 6 different chapters and an amazing epilogue. Amazingly painful epilogue is what I should say, but we'll get into that in a little bit as well. Only going 20 minutes into this movie, you can tell immediately this is a different film. It's starting in a much more somber and realistic setting. Bruce is recruiting Aquaman immediately, and with zero fish jokes and zero shitty exposition in the form of a mural in the background of a fishing village's bar. I already broke my promise. I can't keep Joss Whedon out of my fucking mouth. He left a bad taste in there. What really sets the story up for success is, while knowing that the team is going to come together to defeat the big bad, is that we truly do not know how we're going to get to that moment. We no longer know how these characters will come together, and the film really capitalizes on that itself, with roughly 80% of the film building the universe and providing some much needed character development. Not just seeing Wonder Woman, Batman, and Aquaman get the majority of the story, like Joss. Cyborg and Flash are characters as well. They aren't to be compared to a couple of throwaways like Avengers Quicksilver. It's Justice League, my guy. not Wonder Bats in Friends. Pull it out of your ass there, bud. The overall conclusion feels so well earned after seeing the build-up with each member of the league as well. So let's look at the big bad Steppenwolf, the saddest boy on the internet right now. The much more fleshed out villain is revealed to have much more character. Wait. Okay, I'm getting a theme here going on. Are characters supposed to have development and story arcs? Anyways, it's revealed that Steppenwolf is on the Earth with his sole purpose to bringing back his mommy and the mother oh wait. No, that would be stupid and make zero fucking sense. He's on Earth to redeem himself to his nephew Darkseid, because Darkseid had failed to conquer Earth previously and lost the anti-life equation, leading to his biggest failure that he then takes out on Steppenwolf by banishing him from Apocalypse until the job is done. I don't know, man. That sounds like an awful lot of character arc for a main villain. But, what do I know? What do I know? What do I know? What do you think I know? Don't answer that. In all seriousness, and to end this section of the video, the story downright slaps hard and completely makes sense. Crazy, right? I know. I remember watching it with a friend and my fiance, and we were cracking jokes about some things not happening or being not explained, and then boom, it happened and was fucking explained immediately. For example, the human's mother box. We had no clue how it came to be in Star Lab's possession, and as we made a joke about that particular thing, it immediately was explained. Like, Zack Snyder heard us shit talking, and he was like, fucking exposition. Well-structured exposition. Lastly, the 4-hour film feels as short as a 2-hour film. It could have been 6 hours, and I don't feel it would be enough. I can honestly say I saw zero plot holes, and if there was any plot holes that I missed, then drop a comment on what I fucked up on. There's little to say as far as cinematography goes. Zack Snyder has always been my favorite filmmaker because the man knows how to make a moment out of every scene. Yes, I saw that 10% was in slow motion according to IGN's research study, and well, yeah, it's almost impossible to have a superhero action movie with no slow motion, and with that movie also having a speedster character, like The Flash. The biggest complaint that most critics had, and even myself being one of them, was the CGI. Some of the CGI did not look finished or just slightly rushed. Luckily though, Steppenwolf was completely polished. He looked incredible and nothing like a Tony Hawk Pro Skater unlockable character. My biggest concern going into the film was the aspect ratio. It was done in 4:3 instead of widescreen. The ratio might throw some people off watching on a smaller TV, but I was able to ignore it after the first 10 minutes with an amazing story going on. The movie still looks amazing, but some CGI is slightly jarring to look at. Like the flashback to Darkseid's first invasion was a big one I noticed, with some of the soldiers fighting looking like a Final Fantasy cutscene, and others perfectly rendered, which made the lesser ones that much more noticeable. But I mean, overall, it's not like it doesn't ruin the film, it doesn't take anything away from the movie. It's just, you do notice it. It's impossible not to notice when you have a solidly rendered 3D model next to a Final Fantasy cutscene character. I'm going to knock these characters out one by one, since all these characters are just so well fleshed out, or at least the main ones are. Batman, instead of being a one-dimensional jackass like he was previously, seriously, the scene in 2017 where he told Diana to pretty much get the fuck over Steve Trevor was the most out-of-character moment I had witnessed in a comic book-based film. It had no place being there. The man with dead parent issues telling another person to get the fuck over their dead lover. Yeah, no, that would never fucking happen, Joss. Get your head out your ass again. It's so far up there lately. He was much more hopeful in this film and was hell-bent on bringing honor to Superman's name by changing his dark and brooding ways to being an actual fucking leader. I know I made this joke before, but who knew a character could have more than one dimension across multiple films? Joss. Wonder Woman is the same badass she has always been. She's the confident Amazonian warrior she always has been, excluding 1984. Fuck that movie. There's such a little to say about her, but that isn't necessarily a bad thing either. She's just good. like just plain bagel and cream cheese, deliciously good. Flash, by far one of my favorite characters in the film. He's actually confident in his ability, and more importantly, his jokes actually fucking land rather than being forced into an already forced comedic movie. The Flash brings so much light into the film. It's awesome. His interactions with the rest of the league were genuinely something to look forward to in the film. Cyborg, like, thank fuck for Zack Snyder for letting this man be who he was supposed to be. A well fleshed out character with an emotional backstory. Cyborg is just fucking amazing in this film, and he definitely deserved the one of two F-bombs dropped in the film. A man so broken from what has happened to him that he straight up hates the fucking world, and then transitioning to someone who wants to save the world he once blamed for his tragedies. Just fucking beautiful. It just makes sense, man. Aquaman had to be the best change in character from 2017, instead of an overcorrecting the character to make him this 12-year-old version of what he thinks a badass cool guy is. He's now sad. He's a sad guy for a portion of the film, you know? The scene where he walks out onto the pier with the waves crashing and him drinking was drastically changed with something so little as a change of score provided by Junkie XL. His scenes in Justice League actually provide context and build into his solo film by James Wan. Superman, I'm just gonna say it, and keep it short. Superman fucking slaps in this movie. He slaps so hard and so much that the black suit could have been removed, and I still would have loved him. He's exactly the badass he should be. No shitty CGI mustache, no Instagram story intro about a winding river or some shit, and no "do you bleed" callback to Batman vs Superman. That made no goddamn sense. That made literally zero fucking sense. It was not a badass moment as Joss Whedon probably intended it to be. He's probably fucking coming over the thought that he had this idea to call back to a movie he didn't even fucking write or direct. Like, no, you can't do that. It sucked. You don't see much of him in the movie, but his scenes are just ultimately fantastic. So, I'm compiling the big bats together for time's sake: Steppenwolf, Darkseid, and Desaad. I already went into Steppenwolf a little bit earlier, but seeing the villain with actual motivation and an arc is amazing. Seeing him through the entire film triumph, but to immediately be brought back down by Desaad and Darkseid added so much more depth to the character. Darkseid, while not being in the film much, still provided some much needed story development. He's on his usual Darkseid shit with his usual anti-life equation shit. And I'll say one more thing about the guy: he's a fucking ruthless savage. Desaad is basically in a story to be a dick to old Steppy boy. He plays the middleman between Darkseid and Steppenwolf, but still feels like a necessary part of the film. Here we are, the nut bust. The big old cum blast heard across generations of women weakening at the knees at the earth-shattering orgasm they have been overcumbered with. The climax obviously ends with a final battle with Steppenwolf. I don't want to delve into too many spoilers. Fuck me, this battle got me more hot and bothered than a stay-at-home mom watching Chris Daughtry live. This climax, like I said previously, was just so well earned, with all the characters being so well fleshed out. It just comes together to a perfect conclusion, this Steppenwolf's character. My biggest complaint, and I mean my biggest one, is in the epilogue. The entirety of the epilogue sets up about 5 different movies, and with Warner Brothers president already announcing that despite the overall critical praise of Snyder Cut will not be continuing any of these films, let alone a sequel to Justice League. So imagine having the best sex of your life with your dream girl or guy, and then immediately afterwards that person vanishes at the snap of Thanos' Infinity Gauntlet. Like, it just sucks knowing that no matter how many times I watch this movie, I'm on 2 now by the way, the lingering plot line will not be fulfilled. So, what's the woke or joke ratio of this masterpiece? I'm going to say it's 90% woke and 10% joke. The woke is obvious. This movie lived up to the hype, and although I was a major advocate of the film's release, I still had my worries. I thought the movie was going to be the same as 2017's Joss Whedon fuck-up league, but with a few extended scenes tacked on. But I was wrong, and so were a lot of people, admittedly. I'm not going to shit on anybody for doubting the movie, but because most of them admitted they were wrong. Like, this movie is a different fucking film entirely. It's not anywhere near to what we saw in 2017. 10% joke, not because of the shitty CGI in some scenes, because it was easy to look past. It was just a minuscule detail that it was there. It was just kind of there. It's the blue balls you get after finishing the movie. We will never see a Deathstroke versus Batman, The Atom, or even a solo Cyborg film for all we know, which would be a huge waste of the potential that was built in this movie for Cyborg. It sucks. It sucks knowing that nothing will continue past this point, more than likely. God, I hope I'm fucking wrong. But that's it, guys. If you guys like this video, please give it a like and subscribe and all that not nonsense. Be a wokester, for fuck's sake. It's all that matters to me. It's my only goal in life. It's my anti-life equation. Only this one gives you your best life, like I said earlier. If you guys want to see more woke or joke content like this, or just me reviewing video games or movies, fucking let me know. I don't know what you guys want from me. I don't know what you desire. I don't know how to please you guys, or even myself. Alright guys, you motherfuckers out there, you mother wokesters out there, you wokester fuckers, you stay fucking woke. You hear me? You're not allowed to do anything else but stay fucking woke. So just do it already, my guy. Get out of here.